to my channel. Today we're going to be doing 103 of the Fast and Furious Skyline. I'm going to show, I didn't finish all 102 because I didn't put the indicators in the front part on, but I have done that now. Steering wheel and that, so I'll show you that. With this part we've got to do a lot of wire. There's going to be a lot of wiring, and if the wiring is short, I'll just change my camera. I got these from Horlicks, who's part of Partworks upgrade now. He's give us a 5 extension cables, and if you want your battery extended, which I don't think so with this build, you get these. I will leave a link below on how you can get them. So please, contact with these Horlicks. A lot of people will know him. He's went in with Partworks upgrade sort of to do this, and he's going to be he's doing some resin prints and stuff like that. So it's, the link will be below for you to contact. If you want these, it'll direct you for these. So another place to go from if you need some extensions. So I hope you're enjoying this channel, and if you are, please don't forget to subscribe and submit. And I'm sorry if you're hearing any noise in the background, but they're doing a lot of building next door, and so I can't help it if the noise is vibrating through the flats. So without further ado, let's crack on. Okay, here's the magazine. We'll go through this as usual. Stage 103, structural reinforcement, light test. That's all it tells you, but there is a lot to do on this. We've got a support to put the back on, then we're putting the doors on, then we're putting the bonnet on, then the wings on, then now this I'm not going to be doing online because I think it's going to be awkward. Once it's done, I'll show you. We're going to wire everything up. Now I do have some other extensions here which I'm going to be using, because I'm not putting the bit that they plug into down the side. I'm leaving it in the middle, so they're all going to need extensions. So I'm getting a load of these extensions off Amazon. So that's what I'll be using when I do this. I have used them early on in the other part of the build to extend 1 or 2 cables, and they do work, so I know that. So once I've got them bits on, I will. So where I'm going to be doing it, I'll probably skip this bit. I'm going to wire these up, then do a test to make sure that the interior lights are working. Somehow hover the car over the top and do the rest, and I think it's just something I can't do on camera. So once I've getting that done, and it comes to getting the body down, and I'll run the tests again and I'll show you the tests. It's then just a case of screwing the body down and putting this on, these other reinforcements on, putting the brackets, and then the right and the 2 skirts on, and that's what the car end up like. So it's going to be a long one, I think. So I'm not going to get this done in a night. In a night, it's going to take me a couple of nights, but the video will not be, I'll not show that. So here are the ports, and I'll get them open and we'll crack on what we can get done. Cool. Okay, as I say, it's 102. It's going to be hard to really show you on camera, but as you can see, indicator lights are, there's the side ones, and I'll tilt the car up a bit. Front ones are there and there, and I have fitted the steering wheel, which screws in down there. So that's where I'm up to now. I've done a full light test, all the lights are working. So when that, as I say, so that's an update on 102. So well, I'll now get the parts and we'll start 103. Okay, we've got this reinforcement plate. Now that is going to go in here somewhere. It just clips on. That was it. So that's on. I can close that again. So that's that bit done. Okay, now we're going to fit this door on. That's going to line up with that, like so. And I'm going to get a couple of GM screws to fix that in with. See where my thumb is? That's where the GM screws fit. There's a one there and a one underneath. So I'll get them put in and come back. Okay, that's a door. Not a good fit. Trim seems to be lined up. Won't lock shut. Keeps dropping open. So while I'm working on a car, I think I'll put a bit something over there. Might put a bit blue tack in there just to hold it while I'm working on a car, so that it's not swinging open when I'm swinging it around, turning it upside down. So I'll sort that out. When I put the other door on that side, swing the window a bit. A little better fit than the other door. Just keep moving it while I get two GM screws out. Now what I do is I dip these screws in oil before I put them in, because they're all going into metal. So I'll get that done and I'll be back to you in a tick. Okay, there's that door put on. Not the best of shutters, mind you. Sort of lean off, but the water cord seems to be running okay. That one keeps putting out, and I want to put a bit more blue tack on. So that's the two doors done. I'm now going to get the bonnet out and I'm going to fit that. So I'll get that sorted. Okay, this is where the bonnet's going to go. There's two things there, and there's two on that side. And they're going to be fitted on with TM screws. So I'll sort them out and get them in. So we're back in a tick. Okay, on the wings, one of these I'll peel off. One fits on there. And the other one fits on there. Yep. So I'll see about getting them done, see what they're like. Okay, I've now got these pads. Now these have got to go on. Just get my iPad but it's close up better there, and it looks like it's between them screws. Looks like there. Get it so on there. Looks like on there, so. Looks like the light from the indicators are going to come and fit into there. So I've done that one. Now I'm going to turn the car around and do the other one. Then I'm going to try and put the car on the roof. So back on the tick. I've got this here. I'm now fixing it down with CM screws. So just straightening all the holes. It's just a case of screwing it up. So I'll get this side done and then I'll do the other side. So okay, so that's the doors on, bit at the back, these on. So probably sit up a bit like that one that's on. So now it's just a case of dealing with all this wiring now. So I'll get that done, and once I get the sort of bodywork sort of fitted on, and I'll come back and show you. So catch us in the next bit. Okay, that's the bodywork put on the car. All the electric's done. What a job. I won't be able to show you anything working, cause the stuff working because it's too close together, but as you can see the lights have went on inside. So that seems to be working. All the wires are tucked in behind the back. So very long job, and I put a lot of extensions on. I used where have I put them? I used these, and as I showed you the other day where I got off Horlicks, there's a GST connector in there. I've used, give us 5 and I've used 4 of them. One of them's a battery one, so I didn't use that one, but I used the GSTs to extend some of the wires so that they would reach, so it was easier to get the body on. So if you want this, these you'll get off eBay, not eBay, Amazon. £7 odd, but you get 2 sets this size and 2 sets of longer ones, so that was worth it. These get in touch with Horlicks. The link will be down in the description. So get in touch with Horlicks and he'll send you some GST extensions if you need them. So that'll help you with that. As I say, been a godsend, mind you. Some of these cables when they come out the side are very couple of things I don't like about the car is I don't think the doors fit very good. I've actually got some blue tack on to hold the doors shut. Once it's on the shelf it's not going to bother. I do have one tail light not working. Don't know why. I'm not going to pull it to bits to have a look. It's going on a shelf in my son's room. He probably, if he ever uses it with the light, it's going to just be that because it really looks good like that. And maybe the headlights on. But as I say, one of the tail lights is not working. Fog lights don't work, and I found out why, because when I was screwing it down I noticed it had fallen out. So it's probably working but in the car. It fell out its socket, and as I say, it was a nightmare to get the body on. I had to get my son to help us getting the indicators in, side indicators in, and getting the wires all tucked in. As I say, and I think we've knocked a wire out, and I think I've done something to knock one of the lights off. So no way I'm lifting this up again, because when it clicks in it grabs onto the dashboard, and once the front end's clicked in it grabs onto the dashboard, it is a nightmare to get back up. And I'm scared in case I was scared in case, you know, I've had to pull it to bits once and I didn't want to do it again. I'm scared in case I smash that dashboard, and especially since it's all lighting up properly in there. But as I say, my son's happy with it. He's not worried about the light being off in the back. As I say, if he ever has it on, you know, he'll have these lights on. It looks good. Headlights work. All the lights work. As I say, it's just a tail light. One of the tail lights is off at the back. So, but he's happy with it. So I'll get the car turned over, and we'll move on to the next. We'll move on to the next part of because we're still working on 103. So to you it'll be 5 minutes. To me it's been over a week worth of work. So okay, so back in a tick. Okay, let's see if I can get the camera over. Okay, this is going to fit on here and on here, and it fits on with 3 AM screws. They don't look as if they're lining up with the holes bloody properly. And it's plastic, so I'll be careful how I put them on. That's the way it goes, it looks like. So I will get them put on and dig out the screws. 3 AM screws, and it's took more 3 here, but I'll get them back on, that one on and the other side on, and come back and show you. Here we've now got them on, and I've got these. And by the looks of it, goes through there and on there. Through there. Oh. Wonder of size. That seems to be longer. Both the same size. So they go on there and there, 2 on the other side, and they're fitted with another 2 AP screws. I mean EM screws. So I'll get them fitted and come back to you. Okay, so that's them on. We'll now retrieve this from your issues. That goes to the screw holder, but there's no. It goes over there, like so. And that is fitted on with when I found the page. Three EM screws. Okay, so I've got to get this lined up because I'm going to leave going to, oh, didn't. So 3 EM screws, 1, 2, 3. I'll fit that on. So I'll get them on and I'll be back at a tick. Okay, that's that nut fitted on. Now try and fit these up. Goes on there and it's fitted on with 2 EP screws. So I'll get these on and get back to you. And here's the final screw going in. So it clips. And that is done. So that's issue 103 finished. So we've put these on both sides, these on both sides. So that's that. So next week we'll do 104. Then I think we're going to be stuck for a few till October because they're not going to send the last parts out around about then. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget a thumbs up and subscribe, and please don't forget to look at Horlicks' webpage if you need some GST connection extensions. So I'll see you. Bye for now.